you ready to eat? Are you ready? Welcome to my home here in Tennessee. These are my kids, my ducks and my geese. Most of these guys have grown up here for a few generations now. And I think when they're born, their mom points at me and says, "See that guy up there? That's where our food comes from." They're great. And so we give them whole wheat stuff, and we give them corn and whatever we have left. These are some of the spoils from Trader Joe's that they give us for the homeless ministry. And as things begin to turn green, they become duck and geese ready. If you look right over here, this is my window right behind me where I sit. Right on the other side of the window is where I do my podcast. So this is the great view that I have outside. And lots of ducks and geese, lots of different kinds. And they're all pretty cool. Lots of different ages. Some of these are just actually babies. And if you can hear that little squeaking sound, that's some of these grown geese that are still actually, their voices haven't changed yet. So, and then if you look out, there's the lake. What a beautiful spot. Every day I have to remind myself that God has given me a beautiful place to live right in the middle of paradise. It's been really great. Well, welcome to my house. Let's go inside and I'll show you around in there. Come on in. This is where I live. And if you pan around for just a second, you'll see that this is about 300 square feet. This is the entirety of my house, and this is about it. I have a fireplace back here, and this is a great sign that my friends in Switzerland gave me from Elements of Rock. And I've just been putting that up here. I'm getting ready to hang it on the wall. But you'll notice some of these things in here. This is my little kitchen here. My microwave, my blender, my juicer, my crock pot, the three things that I cook in every single day. And I know this is probably not real exciting. This is actually my bed. This whole area, this whole thing pulls down like you can see here, and it becomes a bed. This is the background that I use for my Pastor Bob daily every day. And then this is Arthur. Of course, you're all very familiar with Arthur. He's been my best friend for a long time. And he's a little smaller than you might imagine on camera when you see him next to me. So, and then again, my view. This is the greatest part about living right here. We were just outside, and you remember what that was like, but we're actually this close. And then here's the background that we use for the Word. And of course, some of the upcoming videos that I'll do will have some of these other backgrounds involved with them too. And I'll do Getting Naked with Pastor Bob back over here when we talk about things from the heart. And I'll sit in that chair over there. So you can see, basically, we'll try to use every single bit of the room. But not only is it a room, it's my house. It's the entirety of where I live. And over here, behind that door, is my bathroom. And that's the only other room that there is here. So I want to show you this great desk that I have here to record with. You know, you can't see some of these things obviously, but these are the lights that I turn on that give us just the right lighting, and of course the microphone that's just right out of view so you don't see exactly you know, the microphone in the shot. And then of course on the screen I'm able to have my notes. I don't use very many notes when I talk, but sometimes I'll just have a Bible verse so I don't forget. And then basically all my recording stuff there. So everything is kind of built into this table, and I'll show you how it works. This table is amazing. It just has a long cord, and all I have to do is just roll it around like this. When I'm ready to do my by Pastor Bob Daly. I just roll it over to this position right here, and I have this background, and so wherever I want to have it around the room, I can do, and it just has one long cord that goes everywhere. Behind it, as you can see, are all the plug-ins and everything, and then I have some switches underneath there that turn the lights and everything on and off. So it's really a nice portable table, and it gives me some good versatility and being able to record well. It's been great to move to this place. I was living before I came here in a home that was 4,300 square feet, and I downsized 4,000 square feet into 300 square feet, so I sold almost everything. The coolest thing is that I was able to keep a few things. One of my collections that has meant a lot to me through the years has been my collection of churches, and you can see on the very top here, and these rows here have been kind of a cool collection, and different people have given me those through the years. Some things that I've collected in my overseas travel, things that people have given me that mean a lot to me. Here's one of the very first sanctuary signs that we used in California when we first started. This is my grandfather's Bible, excuse me. My grandfather was a pastor, and when the cover got worn, they took my grandmother's high school diploma and used the cover of that to cover the Bible because they were very poor, but he was an itinerant preacher. This is a page from the 1611 Martin Luther Bible, one of my prized possessions there. And then, if you come over here, let me move this. This is kind of a cool thing. Years ago, I had a friend that worked at a museum in New York that got these two pieces for me. This piece right here is from Jerusalem. It's an oil lamp, and it's from the time of Christ. It's dated somewhere between 100 AD and 100 BC. And right up here is an Egyptian bowl that's right about 700 BC. So this is about the time of Joseph, when his brothers sold him into slavery. And so those are two really cool pieces that I have, and I have no idea what their value is. I would imagine they're worth something. They didn't cost me very much at the time, but they're quite old as well. Over here is some of the original Vengeance stuff. This is the original photograph that we made the album cover from, that ended up looking like this. And we used my hand, as you know. We were going to use a plaster hand, and this was the first thing that we were going to do, but the plaster didn't work out very well, so we actually did this instead. But got a lot of keepsakes. My grandmother made these just before she died for me. They've always meant a lot to me, and just some great things too, that I remember my travels, and I remember people, my family, whatever. But one of the things that I enjoy about this place the most really is that it's small. I feel like I don't have a whole lot of stuff, but I really have everything that I need, actually everything that I need. And I've learned to downsize. I've learned to be a little more minimal in the things that I have, and I've really learned to, I think, enjoy life without the hassle of having so much stuff. And I always tell people that that's a really good place to live, and I may do some podcasting about that at some point too. But anyway, this is just a little glimpse of my house, and I hope you've enjoyed the quick tour, and now you know what things look like behind the scenes.